The Dolphins, speedy running back. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Dolphins. Time.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed. Take what...
Ready?
Here's Burrow to throw right away. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Burrow on first down. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
The numbers a week ago for Chase: 5 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Here's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming for Joe Mixon. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Second down and 4. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Tua going to throw. That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 25 carries, 105 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there, and I'm confident they can repeat it again this week.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football in the field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards there. They'll be 1st and goal. Elliott is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still played the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the Burrow throw. Connecting on the outlet here with Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Open man is Chase, complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as the tackle made down at the 33.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31.
Burrow looking to pass. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out right from Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different, because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you can actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far into this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Looking to pass. To it. Wilson's got it complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Tua. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Burrow on 1st down. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, so the very first play, they give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20.
Tua sets up to pass it. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it.
Side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Chris Godwin, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you, and you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. The Dolphins got some strong play out of their quarterback number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Tua. On target over the middle of Hill. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Tua going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route. Tua
now on first down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Tua to throw again. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Mixon. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Dolphins 14.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow throw. To the sideline and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Caught, it's Wilson.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Tua now on 1st down. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were 3-point winners a week ago. They lead by 3 here as well as they start 1st and 10.
Get this stop, defense. Make them defense. Make them defense. Look, right here, one time.
It's Mixon on the counter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor, full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Miami set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think I wasn't a...
Interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua gets this one to Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. A run straight ahead with Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Bengals getting set to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. Burrow looking to pass. And the Dolphins rush gets him, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not good running their routes. They want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jalen Phillips able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
and that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Mixon with a 1st down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, It's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes around, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, when you stop that clock. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Now it's Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
And the Bengals first down.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
So with that mean 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Cincinnati, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.